Sparkly shoes! Show your shoes!
I will. That's perfect. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for having me today, Crystal, wherever she ran off to. I wanted to thank Crystal especially for this amazing event, and of course, everybody that showed up. However, I think sometimes we forget how much it takes to put an event like this on and how many people have volunteered their time and energy for months before any of this ever happens. So if we could thank the volunteers as well, that would be awesome. A big round of applause for the volunteers for great. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Lindsay. Great, now I have to follow Lindsay of all people. This is wonderful. She's talented and beautiful, amazing, and she can speak. Just like you. So I also wanted to thank Crystal for this event and for naming it the Sparkle event. I actually have a sign in my kitchen that says Sparkle. And I am a huge believer of bringing out your sparkle every single day. And it gave me an excuse to wear these shoes that I bought for an event like 2 years ago, and I've not been able to wear them, so I'm in the closet today and went, yes, sparkly shoes. So very excited. Now, when I was introduced, my name is Julie Turner, and I work in the relationship industry. I use many different modalities to help people get ready for relationships, help them repair the relationships they're currently in. So when I got this opportunity, I thought, yes, I say yes to every opportunity. Now, what am I going to speak about? What am I going to talk to young girls about? Generally, my content is for adults. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So 2 days ago, I'm running, and I get a brilliant idea, as we all do. Who gets brilliant ideas when they're in the shower, when they can write nothing down? Anybody else in the shower? Awesome, yes. I have left many, many brilliant ideas in the shower, I guarantee you. A lovely lady over in the back booth, Cindy, and I were talking about that we need somebody, we're not going to do it because we have no attention span, at least I don't, but we need somebody to make a Fitbit for your memories so that everything can be gathered, just like when you exercise while you're sleeping, that kind of thing. All of these wonderful ideas that we all have can be saved on your, whatever we want to call it, Fitbit for memory. So my wonderful thought was, I will do exactly what I do for all of my clients, and I will help people be awesome, because that's what I do. I help people figure out who they are and present that to the world, because that is the best way to be awesome, by figuring out exactly who you are at your core, and then presenting it to the world. And I like to call that Be Awesome, Be You. It's a tagline that I love to use. So I've got 7 helpful steps to being awesome and being you. Step 1, stop people-pleasing. Now, many of these things Lindsay actually alluded to, so thank you so much, Lindsay, because you actually opened a huge door for me. So stop people-pleasing. And of course, we all want to be liked. We all want to, people to like us, so we tend to play a character or a chameleon of sorts. And I was wonderful at this when I was a child, and probably up until like 2 years ago. And what I do is I would make assumptions about what the people around me wanted to see or hear, and I would do that, thinking that's the best way to get them to like me. But I found myself so deep in all these other characters, I wasn't really sure who I was anymore. Do any of you ever have that? You're like, I don't know who to be. I'm in front of Grandma now. Grandma likes me to be this way. Or I'm in front of my dad, and he likes it when I play the sport. So sometimes we kind of forget who we are and what we really want. And I think we need to embrace that a little bit more. Step 2, and it's really cool because I did not do this on purpose, but the steps all kind of lead into each other, so just props to myself. Step 2 is play the lead role in the movie of your life. Who here would like to be a princess? Anybody? Princess? Who here would like to be a hero? A hero, heroine? Who would like to be a hero? Awesome. Do any of you ever find yourself playing that support role? The sad best friend sitting on the couch eating popcorn, instead of the person who's out there doing their thing, being the best at what they do. So that's really important that we sometimes take a step back when we're maybe not having a great day, really not feeling awesome about ourselves, and be, hey, I'm in charge of this. I'm playing the lead role here. I'm going to be the princess today. I love being the princess. Leads me to wear shoes like this. Um, and to wear bright, super crazy colors so that anybody can see me in the room. So yeah, play the lead role in your life, and always remember that that's what you're here to do. You can play support roles in other people's lives, but just make sure you're the lead role in your own life. Step 3, and this one is something that Lindsay alluded to when I was like, yes. So choose your friends wisely. And the thing that Lindsay said, and I'm gonna refer to her speech like 18 times. She said that she lost friends when she had to give up things for her acting roles. But I say congratulations, because you didn't actually lose friends. You lost people that weren't really supposed to be in your life. So when you choose a friend, please don't choose them because they're the most popular person in the class. Don't choose them because they have maybe a lifestyle that you want. Choose them because they help you be the best version of you. Choose them because when you're around them, you feel amazing and you laugh. It's so important to laugh. Life is serious enough on a daily basis. Try not to take yourself and everything too seriously. Make sure there's a lot of laughter in your life. I laugh at myself every day. I do things to laugh at myself every day, accidentally. Sometimes on purpose, but. All right, next one, again, leads into it. Be your best. So, what does that mean? Does that mean you have to be pushed every single day to make the next goal and succeed in the next thing that's been put in front of you? Not necessarily. Every day you're going to grow, and every day you're going to change. Just make sure that you're utilizing the best of what you've got in you that day to do whatever it is that you need to do. Because some days your best is going to be getting out of bed and having breakfast, and other days your best is going to be climbing a mountain. And either one is okay, because we all have those days where we just don't feel awesome, and maybe, you need to kind of work into doing that big goal. But just make sure that you're doing your best. Fifth one is learn to use your intuition or your gut. Cam, what did you call it, Lindsay? Your inner truth teller. I like that. But for me, it's my gut, and it's literally in your gut. So the way to tell if a situation is good for you or not, and this is something you should always remember, and you ladies, this might not be something you have even really fully embraced. So you've got your intuition, and then you've got your ego. So your gut, and then that little voice inside your head. Your gut is what happens instantly. Your gut will always tell you the truth. It is your inner truth teller. It'll tell you, yes, this is good, or no, this is bad. But then your ego comes in, and that's that little voice inside your head that says, well, maybe it's not a good thing, or maybe it is a good thing. But sometimes it's the reverse of what your gut tells you. Please listen to that instant first gut reaction. It is your intuition, and it will never steer you wrong. 6 is, again, jumping off that one, fear as fuel. Who here has ever been afraid? Anybody ever had fears? Awesome. Fear should be used as fuel, but not all fear. So there's 2 types of fear, the way that I see it. You have that fear that is like, oh my goodness, I'm so scared, I want to curl up into a ball and I want this to go away, this is a bad situation. That's a true fear, and you don't want to move towards that. You want to move away from that, whatever that may be. But then you've got that other fear, like the fear of public speaking, where you feel scared, but it's that feeling like you're too high on the swing set. It's exciting, it's exhilarating, but it's kind of scary. So that's the fear that you use as fuel. That's when you know it's a challenge for you. That is an opportunity to grow. Moving towards that exciting fear is an awesome thing to do, no matter who you are. Now, the last one, and all of these things are leading to be, did I miss anything here before I go? No. So the last one is all leading for you to be your most authentic you. Now, there's been people, I'm sure, in your life that think, I'm going to tell my truth. I'm going to say what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. And that's not being authentic. We don't all need to hear everything that goes through your head. Honesty is a wonderful thing, but sometimes silence is a good thing too. So, I want you all to think about this before you speak and before you do anything. I want you to lead with love. And the way to make sure that you're leading with love is to make sure that whatever you're saying, is it helpful? Is it actually going to help this person do better in their life? Is it actually going to help them progress? Or yourself? And is it kind? Another thing that's super important. If it's those two things, then absolutely speak your truth. But always lead with love. So in closing, I want to thank you again for your time. And I want to make sure that everybody leaves here today now knowing how to be awesome and be you. Thank you very much.